Hey y'all, Aaron Gendel again here from Write a Book University. Hope you've had a great weekend and a great Sunday. Just here coming to you late. Worked on my garden this weekend, which was exciting. Got to lift a lot of compost bags and spend some time with the kids. It got really dirty, so it was lots of fun. Hope you all had a great week and hope you can hear me now. If you can, just type in yes in the comments. So today I want to talk to you about writing your book and how to write your book fast. Now I've heard it said by many that they believe, to take a long time. It's going to take a long time for them to write their book, and I want to help you with this because it really doesn't have to be the case. But before we get started, hey, if you like this content and you want more of it, you can go to my website, writeabookuniversity.com/free. And you can get a free course there that has more great information and just helpful lessons there that will guide you on your journey to write a book. If someone could type that into the comments as well, I'd really appreciate it. writeabookuniversity.com/free. All right, where were we? So we're going to talk about how to write your book fast. And so let's get very specific here about what I mean. So another really great way to write a book, instead of typing your book out, instead of doing it sort of the traditional way and on a Word document, what we're going to do is, I'm assuming at this point you'll have had an outline. And if you don't have an outline, we're going to go over that in another video, so don't worry about that. But at this point, we'll have assumed you have an outline. And one thing you can do then at that point is to turn your outline into a PowerPoint presentation or a presentation format. And this is going to be, or just going to make it a lot easier, because what we're going to do is actually speak through our outline. And I'll get to why that is in a minute. But you can also use your outline as it is, but I think to be more concise and more just more focused as you speak, I definitely recommend turning that into a PowerPoint, or again, another application of your choosing that's more of a presentation format. And so here's what we're going to do. While you're speaking through your outline, you're going to talk about each section of your book, each chapter, each subsection of your book. And what that's going to do is give you actual an audio file, because what we're going to do is record you speaking. And it doesn't have to be a complicated software. We can use your phone. There's usually a recording app on your phone. There's other apps like Audacity that are free that you can download into your laptop. So those are a couple of ideas on how you can record your voice. And what we're going to do after we're done, we're going to turn that audio into a text transcription. And there's several websites and services that will allow you to do this, like Rev or Scribby. Actually, AWS or Amazon Web Services has a ability to do this. Actually, that's the cheapest I've seen. I think it's maybe like 4 cents, something like that, a minute. So you can upload basically your video and say that it's an MP4 file, and then they'll take, you can use a video, or you can actually just use an audio file, upload that, and then you'll get a text transcription of that. Now after that, you might want to, sometimes the transcription softwares will jumble everything together, so potentially you might want to record each maybe chapter or each key section on its own, because then you'll get a file for each of those, and then you might be able to better separate out the text and put that in, say, a Word document and break it out in sections. Otherwise, a lot of times the transcription might come back as just one long string of text without breaks, and sometimes that can be a little problematic, because what we're going to actually do next is take that text in that Word document to an editor. Before we get into that, though, before I forget, I just want to let you know, again, if you like this content, you want to get more of it, you can go to writeabookuniversity.com/free. Get my free course there, 4 great lessons that'll help you on your journey to write a book. All right, so let's jump back into, after we've got the transcription, we've got that in a Word document. Now, we want to send this to either we want to send this to either an editor or a ghostwriter. And what the editor really is going to do is take your words, editor or ghostwriter is going to take your words and just make it more readable in a more, you want to ask for maybe a more conversational style. If that's the style of book you're going for, that's usually what I do. And what that's going to do for you is get your book into a form that's, again, readable, because we're going to speak, as we speak on in run-on sentences, and I recommend actually not really paying too much attention to the text, because it's going to look probably look horrible, right? And you're going to think that I can't put this out there, and of course you're not. You're just going to send it to an editor or ghostwriter, and they're going to take it and transcribe it for you, or take that transcription and turn that into a more readable book, a draft, at least a solid first draft, if not a very close finished product, right? Because we can always do more. We can make more tweaks, maybe add quotes, other stories. Maybe you didn't get everything in, right? And that's fine. But since the first draft is one of the most challenging pieces to get through, I definitely recommend this approach. Again, we can speak generally a lot faster than we can type. Many of us can't type very quickly. There's been some improvements in that regard, but again, what we're going to have then is a very solid first draft that's going to get us to, get us to where we can get that out there and start finishing that document much more quickly at that point. Now, this might have taken us weeks and weeks potentially to do if we just typed it out, but by speaking it, again, we'll have had a solid first draft. I'll tell you another quick example, or give you another quick example in a minute, but again, if you want some more great advice and you want to start writing your book, you want to get off to a good start, you can go to writeabookuniversity.com/free, get a free course there. All right, so another quick example and what you can do. Say you want to also build a social media presence along, and this will help you as you become an author, and as you start to want to grow your audience, as you're taking your instead of actually just recording through it in a on a one-time shot deal with PowerPoint, you can do videos like this, right? And you can post them on social media. You can you can go live on Facebook like this and share them with others and start to build a following. And as you get those videos, you can do the same thing. You can upload your videos to any of these services, like AWS, for example. You can say it's an MP4 file, take the transcription, and then that transcription will allow you to send that off to the editors, and you can use that same process I just described, right? And all along the way, you can do video by video, and maybe that's chapter by chapter, or sections of each chapter on its own as their own videos. So you'll start building content online in social media, and then as well you'll have a finished book, or at least a book that's in a better solid draft form that we can turn into a final product, right? So that's my other example. Again, if you want more great content like this, go to writeabookuniversity.com/free, get that course. To wrap it up, the book doesn't have to take a long time. Beyond the expediency we can use to speak, record ourselves, take that transcription, send it to an editor or ghostwriter, and turn that into a solid first draft. And by the way, you can use editors. I forgot to mention this. Editors, ghostwriters, recommend Fiverr highly. uh, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and just look for the individual with the best reviews, and then you can start to ask. And you'll probably have to get a custom quote from them, but they're usually fairly reasonable, and they're doing this type of work all the time, and you can use them. Again, if you're going to type that free course into the comments, I'd appreciate it. writeabookuniversity.com/free. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I hope it's helped you at least relieve some fears that it has to take a long time in order to write a book. It definitely does not. You can use tips and tricks like these, and I've got plenty more for you at writeabookuniversity.com. All right, have a great week. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.